Gandhi stated, "Be the change you want to see in this world." You be the change you want to see in this world. Guys, I want to welcome you back to another edition of Bryson's Corner. Today I'm going to cover a topic that's near and deep to myself. And the topic is going to be being the change that you want to see in this world. I picked this topic because we normally talk about all the negative influences and things that happen in the society. And we talk about how they affect kids and other people. We have debate after debate, and we blame others. We always blame others. We talk about athletes, we talk about politicians, we talk about musicians, we talk about churches, we talk about government, we talk about everybody in the equation. But it's very rare that we turn around and look at our own accountability on what's going on and look and see what is our own job and responsibility in this here society. So the question I want everybody to ask themselves is, what influence on the world would happen if I were to decide to be a leader and change myself? Ask yourself that question. Oftentimes, individuals think that they have to have some type of high standing in society in order to make an impactful change. It's this mindset and this thought pattern that's let people stay in the same position for year after year for thousands of years. It is my belief that the power has and will always come from the people who are looking to make a change. In a society that's driven by high media and politicians who would rather look for their next political move as opposed to what's best for the citizens, you have to ask yourself a simple question. If I don't make a change, who will? So what I want everybody to do is take out a pencil and paper, and over the next couple of minutes I'm going to highlight around 4 different things that you can do to become the change that you want to see in your own society. Number 1, become involved in your local church, school board, fraternity, homeowners association, city council, or any other organization that's making positive changes within your community. Oftentimes, me and you are probably similar. You had leadership positions in high school, maybe even college, and once you got into the real world, those achievements dwindle. You stop being involved. You got too involved with everything else that you stop being involved. You have to continue to be plugged in. If you're a member of an organization such as a fraternity or sorority, which is supposed to be the leaders of all leaders in our society and our community, then I have a serious task for you. Get involved. Get involved. We all came and gave our vows, we gave our oaths, we gave our pledges to be active, to make a change, to make a difference. But oftentimes we get caught up in the memories of what happened on the yard. We get caught up in the friendship, the camaraderie. We forget about the leadership. We forget about the duty. We forget about the things that we need to be doing that can make a organization that's been around for 100 years, as much of us have, be around for 200 years, be around for 300 years. Be the organizations that our founders intended when they came up with all of our great and wonderful mottos. Please understand that there have been over hundreds of thousands of individuals who pledged into Divine 9 organizations. And now is the time to become active. Now is the time to strap up your boots, relive a couple of the days of service that you had in undergrad, and make a change within the organization in which you've already pledged your life to. The second thing is become a mentor. It's very simple. Be a mentor to somebody. Each one of us have a specific skill set, a specific contribution that we have that we can give to the youth around the country. Find a child, mentor group, or even an organization who needs somebody to volunteer and to come in and help. Look and find out what kind of impact and influence that you could possibly have on one of these youths. Within you is greatness. So within you is the ability to illuminate greatness amongst others. We have the opportunity ourselves, without anybody else, to be a mentor, to help, to give advice, to be the opposite of what a lot of these young men and women are seeing on TV every single day. Please understand that each one of these kids are going to be influenced. one way or the other. Either you're going to have a positive influence or you're going to have a negative influence. The only difference is what will you do to make sure that influence is positive? Because if you don't step up, somebody else will show up. The third way to be the change that you want to see is to commit to always growing as a person. Always growing your knowledge beyond the traditional education, and make financial literacy the #1 priority within your household. When we leave college, high school, and formal education, most people think that that is the end of their learning process. They think that's over. They throw the hands up and they're saying, woo, we're out of college. This couldn't be further from the truth. As an adult, your goal should always be to be as informed as possible. And when you talk about information, I personally feel that within your household, you should make a conscious effort to make financial literacy an absolute requirement within your home. The numbers in the wealth divide amongst minority groups and whites is absolutely phenomenal and devastating to look at. But what's also devastating to look at is the consumer trends. We account for a very small percentage of wealth, but we spend the most amount of money. A lot of these things come from that information that we have up here. So you have to ask yourself a question. What are we doing with all of our money? Why don't we know to do better? My answer to that is we're not informed. And the people who are informed, they're keeping the information to themselves. So I challenge everybody to become extremely financial literate within your household. Sit down with your kids. Show them how to balance their own checkbook. Show them why things have to be, the lights have to be cut off, how you pay bills, what you're saving for. Explain to your kids and teach them financial literacy from day one. There are a couple books that you have to have in your household, and everybody in your house should have read. The Richest Man in Babylon, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, The Millionaire Next Door, Think and Grow Rich, and The Millionaire Mind, just to name a few. Remember that a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And within you, you have all the capabilities to understand knowledge, to get knowledge, and dissect knowledge for personal use in your own life. The fourth and final way that I'm going to share with you guys today about how you can become a change agent within your own life is to make your family your highest priority. Because within your household is where the change is going to ultimately come. Please realize this, that we all have control over at least one household in the world, our own. It is our job to instill proper values, morals, respect, and just tradition within each one of our own kids, our cousins, our sisters, our brothers, and our families as a general. If you see something going on within your house, don't expect anybody else to change it other than yourself. Understand that the moment we start changing our household is the moment that we trigger that change within the world, because we're going to start creating people who can now become change agents within the world. So as opposed to worrying about some of these negative influences on TV and on radio, I implore you guys to understand that you have control over what your kids see. Learn these parental controls on your televisions, on your satellites. Understand how to put the internet block on. It may not be the most popular thing amongst your kids, but it gives you the opportunity to limit some of these things going in and out. We have to be leaders within our homes because leaders create leaders. And once you step up and be the leader of your own household, you'll find out that that little kid that you have watching you every day, they're going to want to emulate you. And you have to ask yourself, are you the leader of your household, or are you a follower of modern society? And are you willing to be the change agent that's needed for your own household in order for you to win a championship within your own four walls? So my mission today for you guys who've been able to watch this video for today and the rest of the year is to make sure you are the best you that you can possibly be. That you're the change agent that others can start looking up to. That you're making decisions within your own household that's going to help change your house, your neighbors, and hopefully your whole entire community and state. Don't worry about saving the world tomorrow. Worry about changing the person who matters the most in this whole entire equation. you. Continue to check me out at the website below, www.brysonscorner.com. Please share the information, like it on Facebook, follow me on Instagram at Suave Solutions, and we look forward to just continuing to bring you guys the best and the brightest information. Thank you guys again, and until the next episode, let's win together.